Hey guys, this is Ollie from Team Liquid here at HomeStory Cup 10. I'm here with Steven Destiny Bonnell II. And I'm going to ask him a couple of questions, mostly about his current state in StarCraft 2, about changes coming to WCS in 2015, and about possible changes coming to Legacy of the Void. First of all, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. HomeStory Cup has been a blast so far. I'm not sure, were you here? Have you been here since the start, or did you just get in today? Or?
Oh, I was here. I was here yesterday. It was kind of a slow day yesterday, but it's picking up. It's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot more fans here today than there were the previous day, and I expect there'll probably be a lot more tomorrow and the day after that as well.
Yeah, that's true. First of all, a lot of people have been wondering this recently. Where do you currently stand in StarCraft? Are you going more towards the streaming route, or are you trying to compete in new WCS, the combined Premier League?
Over the last few months, I've definitely been doing more of the other stuff. I played a bit of Counter-Strike, and I just kind of stream StarCraft whenever I feel like it. Watching the Legacy of the Void announcements, though, BlizzCon was super awesome, and it got me super hyped again for StarCraft 2. So I've been playing a fair bit, at least after the announcements. I was playing a fair bit, and I've been playing as much as I can on the computers here. And as soon as I get back, I look forward to playing some more too. So I'd like to be competitive in Legacy of the Void if it's possible, but it always comes down to how much time can I put into it. But I mean, competitive or not, I'll be playing a lot. As soon as it launches and when the beta's out and after release. So.
Okay, that's cool. Jumping right into that, what are the changes in Legacy of the Void that get you most excited about the new expansion?
I try not to I don't really care about units too much until the actual beta is released. A lot of people are already complaining, the Herc or the Cyclone is too strong, or, Ravager breaking force fields is not good, or whatever. I mean, I don't really know exactly how things will play out until the beta actually launches. The things that I'm most excited for are the fact that it seems like they're making pretty big changes, which is something that Davey, it sounded like he was previously against doing. But things like modifying the initial worker count, which I don't necessarily agree with, or things like changing the mineral patch values, which is something I do agree with. I mean, I'll show that Blizzard is willing to change up the game in a major way, which is really cool. It'll make Legacy of the Void feel like its own thing, rather than kind of Heart of the Swarm feeling like Wings of Liberty 2.0.
Yeah, I got that. Another big thing into next year are going to be the new WCS changes. Not sure how much you've read about them. There's going to be a joint Premier League for both Europe and North America and the other region, basically outside Korea. Mm-hmm. How do you think this is going to affect you as a North American player? How do you think it's going to affect the scene overall?
I mean, obviously the combined leagues for EU and NA is a little bit worse for the NA side because we were kind of hoping we'd get our own league. Although I understand the reason why they wouldn't necessarily do that. I don't even know if, honestly, at this point, if there are enough good NA players to create an interesting WCS, which I think is one of the big factors that went into that. I've heard a lot of things about a lot of Koreans having to pull out of WCS next year, a lot of Koreans going to GSL, a lot of visas expiring, a lot of people that can't get visas. So I think overall, I think the foreign scene will have more opportunity, even if most of that opportunity comes from Europe. I do still think there's room for some aspiring NA talent to get in there. They just have to work for it. It's obviously, at this point, it's not going to be handed to anybody. So I think that if I play enough, I think that I can get to a decent competitive level playing against some of the European players. Obviously, I'm nowhere near that yet, but I think the same too about some pretty good NA players. Like people like Kane, I think have the potential to compete, who already play a lot on the NA ladder, and then obviously you have the Scarlets and whatnot as well. So,
okay. As for HomeStory Cup, I was kind of surprised to see you here because you weren't officially announced, I think. Oh, were you?
I think I was. You didn't make fun of me in the Team Liquid thread, so I don't think.
No, we didn't.
That wasn't official.
Yeah, I actually had no hand in that. All the mean jokes. The mean jokes were all from Lichter. Shout out to Lichter. He does all the mean things. So, are you gonna perhaps look for casting opportunities as well in the future? Because a lot of people have responded very positively to your casting.
I mean, the more well-rounded you can be, the better. I mean, it makes everything better. If you can make money casting in an event, typically the money that you'll make casting is better than the possible money you'll make playing unless you're going to finish like top 2 or top 4 sometimes. Even at that, sometimes you get paid more than, 3rd or 4th place for casting. So being able to cast is just good. It's more job security in the future. If I decide not to play competitively, it gives me that option. And casting in and of itself, if you play a lot, can actually help supplement your play as well too. It's the fact that you're watching games, you're forced to watch games, you're casting, you're paying really close attention to them. I think all can kind of play into, playing more competitively if you enjoy playing. Obviously, you still have to put in the hours actually playing in, but...
Okay. So the serious question part is over now. I've got some questions from the Team Liquid writing staff that I've been told to ask people. They're not very serious. Okay. The first of them is, imagine the President of the United States has a beautiful daughter, and she has been abducted by pirates, and you can pick 3 pro gamers. Like, he only trusts you, and you can pick 3 pro gamers to go on a quest with you to save her. Who do you pick and why?
Oh man, you put me on the spot.
Sorry.
I mean, Ink Control is an obvious choice because he would be the muscle.
Okay.
Let's see, we've got Ink Control is the muscle. I don't know, do you go for the stronger guys? I mean, Bling is pretty built too, and he's kind of funny. He would keep things. Bling would have to be there as well in case someone gets killed or whatever. Bling would keep the spirits up, I think, because he's a pretty funny guy. And then an obligatory Korean maybe to do the strategies. I guess you could go somebody like Flash or Jaedong. Maybe MC, because he's a pretty good Korean player, pretty smart, but he's also pretty large. So
I see.
He would be viable in combat as well, so I would go with those 3.
Okay, that's good choices. Okay, and probably my favorite question is, okay, between an 8-foot baby throwing a temper tantrum and a crocodile in a bumper car, which would you rather do battle with, and why?
I'd probably go with the 8-foot baby doing a temper tantrum. I used to work a lot at a casino overnight where a lot of people get very drunk and throw temper tantrums, and I figure they were pretty much giant babies, so it's like the same thing. Anybody out there that's worked in the service industry knows exactly what I'm talking about. There are a lot of adults that act very, very childish, especially when you get alcohol involved, so I think I have a good amount of experience dealing with that.
Well, that was way too easy for you.
I'm sorry.
I ran out of questions. Well, I hope you enjoyed the event. You've got any shoutouts to sponsors or people you like?
To people I like, thanks to everybody for watching my stuff. Thanks to all the people at Team Liquid that look at stuff, the article readers, the article writers, whoever fielded you those questions. Rich for doing camera stuff and for all of the cool shit that he makes online. For sponsors, thanks to Ting. Check out destiny.gg/Ting if you're ever interested in getting a new cell phone service set up. Shout out to HTC One, because the first generations of phone they made had serious camera problems, so all the pictures I take have a horrible purple tint. Hopefully they'll send me a new phone after I send it to the service department. And I think I'm sure I'm missing some people. Nasita's working on some new stuff. I don't really have anything to announce for that yet. I think that's all I got right now. Check out my website at destiny.gg if you want any more info about me.
All right, cool. That's been Ollie from Team Liquid, signing out.